I began this journey. Hello, welcome to CoachedUP. I want to thank each of you for joining me this morning. It is going to be an optimistic, fantastic week for me, and I'm anticipating it's going to be the exact same for each of you as well. For those of you who are joining us for the very first time, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Allow me to share with you the purpose of our weekly videos, which carry a three-tiered purpose. 1, to be instructional. 2, to be strategic. And 3, to be motivational. And I believe it doesn't matter who you are. If you are attempting to be successful, whether personally or professionally, I believe you can benefit from all three. Let's journey together. This morning's topic, working the net. As an entrepreneur, you should be focused on building relationships outside of your organization. Your organization is more than just within the walls of your offices. In order to be successful, you must have connections and relationships outside of your organization in order to truly achieve monumental success. Will you do this? A few months ago, a friend of mine and I, we began speaking and discussing the topic of relationships, specifically networking and the power of networking. And I think many entrepreneurs don't network because they are fearful. They are fearful of sharing their industry or sharing their topics and not being accepted or not being received in a positive manner. You must overcome this. One of the biggest things that entrepreneurs face, one of the biggest obstacles they face is isolation. When an entrepreneur feels isolated, that person feels like they're in this alone, that they don't have anyone that they can lean upon in order to share and bounce their ideas off of. But if you are part of a powerful networking group, if you've got a networking circle, you have people that you trust, that you can actually go to and bounce your ideas off of. For instance, issues and obstacles to an entrepreneur at times, they seem as large as mountains. But when you have that circle of people, those people, that community, that networking group that you can bounce your ideas off of and you can share these challenges with, once you receive that feedback, many times, those mountains begin to look more like hills and less like mountains. You see, isolation as an entrepreneur will affect your motivation. It will affect your drive. It will affect your focus, because when you feel isolated, you feel as though you are all alone. And that is far from the case. We must learn to build those relationships. We must learn to reach out. Those relationships can be built whether online or within your communities. It doesn't matter. But you need to reach out and begin building those relationships. What are we doing every day? We want to be successful. We want to increase our reach. We want to increase our growth, and we want to increase our sales. If we do those things, if we continue to focus on those things, one of the keys to doing that, one of the keys to reaching that opportunity is actually building those relationships. In many studies, entrepreneurs have said success comes from those relationships. And they've also said that they fought these challenges, they fought these obstacles, and when we began to reach out and build that network, they were able to overcome these obstacles quicker, faster, and easier. Will you commit? Will you commit to working the net? The net of networking has no boundaries. You need to realize that. Will you realize that? And will you begin to work the work in networking? Remember this: truly successful people enjoy the journey